short distance along the promenade is Vale Park, which was purchased by the Wallasey Local Board in 1898. Up until then, it was the Liscard Vale and Woodlands Estates. The large house was the home of the Holland family from 1844 to 1898. The park has undergone few changes in its history, the bandstand still being a provider of entertainment throughout the summer. However, I will always remember the park for its floral clock and most of all for the tree walk, which with its multitude of coloured lights enabled the young and old to walk through the treetops by means of specially designed trellised ornamental bridges. Indeed, a local highlight of the early 50s. The park today still maintains its personality, and with its classic design is a superb recreational area. Next door to Vale Park stands another small piece of Wallasey's history, the Liscard Battery, or the Wallasey Magazines. Between 1755 and 1851, this was where the sailing ships entering the Mersey offloaded their gunpowder and shot for the duration of their stay. The existing walls and gateway were built in 1858. Whilst the powder was being loaded on and off the boats, the local inn was very popular with the sailors. The Mags, as it is affectionately known, was built in 1759 and is one of Wallasey's oldest pubs. Some of the cottages opposite the battery possibly date back to the 17th century. Having had an insight into a small part of the history of this fascinating area, let's have a trip around the Wallasey of today. Wallasey, like most places, is ever-changing. This is a song about some of its memories. The ghostly mother redcaps with a million tales to tell. The Derby pool whose icy water we all knew so well. A stroll on Bidston footpath will never be the same. I can't believe that now New Brighton Baths is just a name. The Gorman Club with Superman and Mighty Mouse cartoons. The Rakers in their red and white on Saturday afternoons. Chasing round the beehive as the tide went in and out. The bustle of the traffic round the Liscard roundabout. Changes, changes to the places we all know. Changes, changes everywhere you go. The tower with its ballroom where the rock and rollers met. The fairground with its creaky figure eight we won't forget. A walk along the pier to watch the many passing ships. The Iris at the gangway with its smell of fish and chips. The Phoenix and the Capitol, the Continental too. The Winter Gardens and the Court with pictures old and new. The Royal and Marina and Seacombe's Embassy. Just like the Liscard Palace, they become a memory. Changes, changes to the places we all know. And so, looking out across the Mersey from the banks of this peninsula within a peninsula, it is easy to see why this little corner of the world means so much to some people. Although it only covers a relatively small area, it has within its boundaries seaside, countryside, docklands, tourist attractions, golf courses and industry, which, with all things considered, makes it quite unique. Although its face is ever-changing, it seems to maintain its charm and still has a strange magnetism for those who are, or were once, a part of it. Long live the Island of Strangers.
By the ever-changing tide, where you stand and watch the ships and wonder where they're coming from as they pass the docks across the other side. Wallasey, you'll always be a part of local history, and every childhood takes me back to Wallasey, where the peaceful parks and gardens have some memories to share of swings and seesaws and a floral clock, where you can walk across the breck and pause while you are there, remembering how you climbed the granny rock. You'll always be a part of local history, and every childhood memory takes me back to Wallasey, where you can build a castle or find seashells on the shore as the seagulls circle overhead all day, where summer nights will give you sights you've never seen before, with the golden sunsets out across the bay. Wallasey, you'll always be a part